Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another podcast. I know it took a while, and like what we say, welcome to the what say.
You?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
I
was
didn't
ready
know how
for
we
you,
did the last
man.
time.
Yeah,
My man, I thought you were gonna do the whole thing, right? I did the whole thing the last time. Okay.
so
Yeah, man, welcome guys. It's been a while. So what say
yeah,
you?
it's been too long. You can see how unseen we are.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, man,
Yeah,
life, you know what I'm saying? Life.
I know. It took a while because yeah, Brian was sick. I was
Super
busy
sick.
with work as well.
Super
So
busy. Yep.
and yep, we're finally back to the grind. Finally able
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
an episode out. So today,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to talk about the new Captain America: Brave New World movie. Brian and I has watched it, so we're going to give our thoughts about the movie and what we think about it. So,
Yep.
well, you want to get that going, get that started?
Yeah. I saw it very recently. Very recently. Okay, so I was part of that I was following it quite closely actually. So all that there was a lot of bad press following this, which kind of deterred me from wanting to watch it. But I'm really glad I watched it. Actually, my honest opinion is that I liked it. Right, that's my straight take before we jump into and break it down a bit more. I liked it. Right, I watched it. I enjoyed it. It made me excited for the future of the MCU, which I guess it's been a while since that has happened. Actually, in fairness, it's been a while since there's a proper movie lah. But still, I liked it. How about you?
Yeah, personally, I like it as well. Because I can see how they are trying to like tie up some loose ends, bring things together. But overall, as a movie, I think I enjoy it for myself. I don't think it's a bad movie. Yeah, there are
Mm-mm-mm.
certain things maybe I think could be better, but
Yeah.
understandably, in terms of character arc, in terms of how they develop it, yeah, I personally like it as well. I think it's one of the better
Mm-mm-mm.
movie that, like you said, like one of the better movie that Marvel has done, you know, in ever since Endgame. Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, damn! High praise from you. Okay.
Hold
Let's
on,
get
let
into it,
me,
man. I kind of want to hear. Oh yeah, please.
because I was kind of like looking back and like kind of think like which movie, gets me like excited uh
Mm,
after watching it after
yeah,
Endgame. I think
yeah.
aside from Brave New World, perhaps the
Mm-hmm.
the World of Madness by Doctor Strange. Um,
Oh, Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, yeah,
yep,
yeah.
and I think that's the only
I
movie
enjoyed
that
that.
that make me like hype up and excited. But the rest is kind of like
Ooh.
it's all right, it's okay. Yeah,
Oh,
so that's
interesting.
my take. That's my take on it.
Honestly, you're the first person that I've met that was actually excited about Multiverse of Madness. Like I've talked to a lot of people, and I don't know, they're not into it. But I was super into Multiverse. Yeah, the pacing issues, right? We talked about this, but like I was super into it,
Yeah, yeah, I like it. I can see where they're
right?
going next with Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
good.
Okay, let's let
It's a great movie.
let's
But
break.
anyway,
Yeah. It's great. Let's break this down, man. Okay, let's do pros first, right? What are the things I really liked about this before we tear this movie apart after that? What do
yeah,
you like about this? What are the things that you liked about the most about this movie?
I think the thing I like about the movie was I think it was just the character in the movie. Like you get to journey through Sam, and his own journey of like um identity crisis, so to speak. Like, can I be the better Captain America and stuff like that? You see him
Yeah.
struggle with it, and that's kind of like the aspect I kind of like of the movie. I see him struggle. He broke his arm when he first hit in his first battle, right? And yeah, you can tell like yeah,
With the
this
Serpent Society, is it? Yeah, he
yeah,
hurt
that's right.
himself.
He hurt himself, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, no choice lah, because he's not super soldier, so to speak. So yeah, I think the
Mm.
aspect that they explore that part, yeah, it really, I don't know, somehow something about this movie that captures that character more in depth, and that's what I likes about it. Of course there
Mm.
are flaws, but I think the character in depth is good for me. That's why I like it. Yeah. How about
Yeah.
you?
Okay. Wow. Um. I, I honestly there's a lot I like about this movie. I think one of the things that I really liked um is that they gave Sam Wilson's Captain America moments where you say, hey, Steve Rogers definitely could not have done this. Right? Which sounds a bit petty, but I think it's important, right? I feel like we talked about this in the Winter Soldier as well, right? Like the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because like there are moments where he doesn't have the super soldier serum, but there are moments, there
Yeah,
are
that's
things that
right.
he does, right, as Falcon slash Captain America, because that's basically what he is, a hybrid, right?
Yeah, yeah, he
Like
is.
that battle in Japan was great, right? Every time, the battle, the way he defeated Red Hawk at the end, fantastic, right? This all things. It's like I get what they were trying to do, like they were trying to crossbreed him with Iron Man just a little bit, because I guess that's the only way to make him a viable Captain America in this universe, right? They gave him upgrade
Yeah,
technology, but
yeah.
yeah, there
I
were
love
just
the
moments
upgrade.
in this
It's
movie.
great.
No,
Yeah.
I did. The vibranium upgrade was great,
Yes, it's
much needed,
awesome, man. Yep.
right?
Yep.
Right?
Agreed with you,
I
yeah.
love that part. Yeah, that battle in Japan, I actually enjoyed it a lot. Right? I mean, the Celestial Island, I really enjoyed it. I think there's one
Yeah.
moment where he surfs on a missile. I was like, damn, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's great. That was great. Yeah, and even the first battle with Super Society, the way you talked about, right? Because it was supposed to emulate. It was supposed to be like a homage to the Winter Soldier, where Captain America has like a one-on-one battle
Yep.
with the French dude, right, or the
Yeah, yep,
Albanian
that's
dude,
right. Yep.
right? But in this case, he doesn't have the Soldier serum, so he's like getting his ass kicked a little bit, right? Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. So I'm like, yeah, that's great. No, like like I'm saying, they try to make it more. This is Sam, right? This is the Falcon who is
Yep.
a trained soldier, but he's not a super. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a
Yeah,
lot. I
yeah.
enjoyed it a lot. Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot too. I think his suit is
Yeah.
really
Well.
cool though. The vibranium wings and stuff. I didn't even know he could shoot like the blade of his feather. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like
The
that.
vibranium feathers.
Yeah,
That
but
was
that's
great.
so cool, man. I didn't even know
That
he
was
could do
great.
such thing. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
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 So maybe now we go into the floor, I guess. Unless there's other good things you wanna talk about.
Look, I mean, there's a lot of good things. I
Yeah,
like
there is,
Harrison
there
Ford
is.
as Thaddeus Ross. I
Oh,
enjoyed him as that. Right. He
that,
actually played it really well.
he played it really well. Though I'm not used to it, but he played really well.
Yeah, it's a different face, right? I mean, they made that
Yeah,
joke in the
yeah,
beginning about I'm not used to the look, but I enjoyed him as
yeah.
Thaddeus Ross. The
Oh, he played
storyline that
great.
he yeah yeah the storyline that he didn't want to be the Hulk, right? They took that storyline from the I think I forgot the first issue where we got the Red Hulk, right? But he was tricked into becoming the Red Hulk. That was fantastic, right? If I'm
Yeah,
not wrong, and I might be, in the comics he actually wanted to be the Red Hulk, right? To
yeah, yeah.
go
In the
toe to toe
comics,
with
he
the Hulk,
wanted to. That's right.
right? I
Yep,
remember he did.
yep.
So in this
He did.
case, I was like wondering how they're gonna do that because like this is a different, it's different Ross, right? He's a Ross from the Avengers movies. He's supposed to be a much. I mean, he's still an asshole, lah, obviously, but like he's not gunning for Banner anymore. So the whole hit, the genius dude turning him into the Red Hulk as revenge, right? Turning him to the thing that he hated the most. I love that. That was a
Yeah.
fantastic piece of storytelling. I was like, okay, yeah, that what, I can get on board with that. I can get on board with that. Yeah, I
What
enjoyed
what
that.
what
I
do you
enjoyed
think
that.
of the villain?
Yeah. Crap. What's his name again in the show?
Ah, shit. Was it? No, it wasn't Brain.
It's no, I know his name. His name is Samuel Stern. I know his. I mean
Yeah,
his
Samuel
character
Stern.
name. But what's his super villain name? Why am I blanking on his super villain name? That's the one I was trying to remember. Shit. What the frick is he called? He's not the brain, right? That's a stupid ass name.
I
What the
know.
frick is he called it? Why is he? He's a very famous Hulk villain, right? I wish I was more of a Hulk like comic fan,
Yeah,
which is a shame
I cannot
because.
remember the name. Uh,
But what
but
do
I
I
know
think of
him.
him?
Yeah,
Oh,
what do
there
you
we go.
think
Okay,
of
I
him?
just googled it. He's called the lead. He's called the leader. Okay, no wonder I
Oh,
didn't remember him
yes,
because it's
yes,
just a
that's right.
whatever
That's
name.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's the
that
leader. That's
gigantic
right. Yeah.
green brain dude. I'll be honest. I think he was the most disappointing part about the her show. Right? He's not
Yeah,
a bad
he
actor,
is.
I think, but I did not. I don't know, man. Like I didn't believe he's supposed to be like this all knowing genius who is who's planning every single bit of it. And there were certain parts where I'm like, okay, like I guess his plan is cool. The whole again, like I said, the whole him turning Ross to the Red Hulk was really
Yep,
cool.
that's
But
right. Yep.
he never, I don't know, he never came off as like a super genius. Moriarty, Sherlock kind. I'm just like, okay,
Yeah, I
I don't
get
know,
what you
man. I
mean.
can't tell if it's the writing or acting. Yeah,
I I think it's a little bit got to do with the acting, because the way he acts was
maybe.
very like, I don't know, that doesn't have that confidence, or like
Yeah,
I'm very smart, very proud ego. It's like those kind of
yeah,
like, oh, I'm so petty, look at me, or everyone beat me up. But then
yeah,
I got
yeah,
this
yeah,
super genius. That's the vibe. I'm like, oh, dude. And you know what my wife say? She say, isn't that just Mojo Jojo on the on
yeah.
screen?
because of the brain thing. Yeah. How do you feel about the design?
Honestly, I didn't really like it. Uh,
Right. Yeah. Me
yeah,
neither. Me neither.
I I thought they could make it something more special. Um,
Mm.
yeah, but maybe some cool design. But I feel like there's
I
a
guess.
I
Yeah, I
don't
guess
know.
they didn't
Like it
want
was
it to
like
be like they didn't want it to be more like Modok from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, because that was a really strange
yeah,
CGI choice, right? So I think they were trying to
that
give it like
was
realistic ridges and whatnot, but I think they went too a little bit too far. I don't know, man. I didn't like it at all.
yeah. I didn't like the design. Just something about it that just maybe is what he's wearing. Maybe perhaps I don't know, but it just feels weird.
Uh, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get what they were going for. He's been experimented on. He's a victim himself. That the whole idea of that, but I don't know, man. I think it could have been done better. I just didn't
It,
like it.
I agree with you. Yeah, could have done better. Yeah. He's I don't know. I just feel like I get what he's same as you. I get what he's trying to do behind the scenes. Try
Mm.
to get Ross to become what he would want to be. Uh,
Yeah,
but then every time he shows up on screen, it was just like a few seconds. I
yeah,
just felt
uh-huh.
like I can't relate to this villain. I don't feel anything for him at all. It's like
Yeah, yeah.
it's not like Thanos. You're like, oh wow, yeah.
It's not like Thanos.
He's just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
one of those side character that no one really cares. He's like the Falcon, like the new Falcon.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy. How do you feel
Yeah,
about the new Falcon? What's his name? Torres, right?
Torres, yeah.
Joaquin
Um,
Torres, I think.
Joaquin Torres, that's right. Um,
Uh,
I actually I like him. I can tell like they need the funny guy lah
hmm
in the movie, and he plays a funny guy, of course. Uh, I think I kind of like him, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe I gotta do the scripting or something like that.
hmm
I just find like some jokes doesn't really hit, or I feel he tried too
Okay.
much. It's
Yeah,
a bit
yeah, yeah.
too much. It's
I
too
know what you're
much.
talking about.
Yeah,
I know
it's
what you're
too
talking about.
much.
Although I do think it might be less about him and more about the writing, the dialogue in general.
Yeah,
That's
that's
actually
why. Yeah, that's why I say
one of
it's the
my
script.
cons, I think. Yeah,
It's
one of my
most likely the
cons with
script. Yeah,
yeah, not just with Joaquin though. I think even with Sam Wilson. Like I enjoyed
yeah,
Sam Wilson at certain parts, but I feel like the dialogue. When you watch the original Captain America films, this is Steve Rogers, right? Whoever wrote it for him, right?
yep,
The
that's right.
gravitas, the charisma, whatever he says,
Yeah,
you're like, yeah, that's what Steve would say. But I don't know, a lot of his lines, and it's not all bad. I enjoyed some of the lines. I think one of my favorite lines from the movie was when he was fighting the Red Hulk. I think Red Hulk was like kicking his ass, and then
yep,
he went, screw Bucky, he lied to me, I should have taken the super soldier serum. Or some shit like that. That made me laugh out loud. I was like, he basically was like, damn you, Bucky, you lied to me. It was great. I'm saying? That's like Anthony Mackie. That's a Sam Wilson line. But there were other times
yeah,
where like
yeah.
his interactions with people felt very generic.
No,
Like they
I
were like,
I
oh, random cool
I,
black
I
guy line, but then like it's
feel
not him.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Feel like it's more like what they call it in my industry, like it's very corporate.
Mm.
It's very corporate. It's very like very comic book.
Watered down.
Yeah, watered down. It's not his character per se that he will say. Like
Yeah, yeah,
if he has his own take or version to say it, maybe might be better. I don't know, but yeah, I
yeah,
agree with you. The scripting, the dialogue isn't
yeah,
the best, but yeah, which
yeah.
makes come him and Falcon a little bit also like
Right. I think that affected that dialogue because I could tell, they wanted to show like, oh, these two are friends. They've been friends a longer time than we expected. But I don't know, there were times where it was very stilted, and I wish it was a little bit better. Which is a shame because that final scene in the hospital was actually pretty good. I didn't mind it too much, right?
Oh
When he
yeah,
was like, "You're
yeah.
my
I
hero," and he was like,
yeah.
"Oh," it was better. It was slightly better, but because I didn't believe the the chemistry between the two of them because of the previous dialogue, a little bit harder, a little bit harder
I think
to
also
believe it.
because like if you watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier, I mean that's when
Yeah,
they pop up, right?
they first met. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, even that was a little bit like yeah,
yeah,
yeah, the
they could have worked better
chemistry
on it. I mean, the
is not
dialogue, I
as
think
good
Bucky and him
as
were the focus
yeah.
lah, so I get that lah.
Yeah, even though Bucky
Yeah.
came in at the last part,
I mean, that was a
even
great scene. I like that scene. That was a funny scene. That was a scene
yeah,
I was like, yeah, this is why I like this too. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the chemistry just hits it back on. It's like yeah, he and Bucky has that chemistry compared to Taurus. It's like oh Taurus is my intern, that kind of vibes I'm getting.
A little bit. No, a little bit, a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not like a
Okay,
partnership,
two.
yeah. But anyway,
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm with you on this. Okay, two drawbacks that I want to see if you agree with me that
all right.
I did not like about this film. I think the first one is that uh the spoiler of the Red Hulk, right? I really enjoyed the movie, but I feel like they should not have spoiled the Red Hulk in the trailers, right? Because it was such a good build up. But the fact that I knew that he was the Red Hulk kind of made it a little bit disappointing, right? So I get why they did it because they didn't have faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Sam Wilson could sell this movie. But honestly, I thought it was a big misstep, right? Because it was such a great reveal. Imagine if we didn't know what the frick was going on. That would have been a fantastic reveal as like the secret final villain,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
that's my first one. That's my first one. My second one is that this should I love the plot points, but all of the plot points should have done this as a Hulk movie instead of a Captain America movie. Right? Don't get me wrong, I
Yeah.
love the interaction between Harrison Ford and Anthony Mackie, but every single thing in there should have been a Hulk. It's a Hulk movie, right? Almost every single villain was a Hulk movie except for the Serpent Society. I think that took me out of it a little bit. And I can't tell whether or not it's because I'm a comic book fan. So yeah, those are my two biggest gripes I would say with this movie.
Okay.
Well, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna agree on you on the first one because I also felt like
Mm.
they shouldn't have leaked it. Just make the experience so much better. Especially he suddenly becomes the Red Hawk and we all in the theaters or watching the movie will be like,
Yeah,
oh, what the heck?
yeah,
Where did that come from? Perhaps they could
yeah,
in the trailer show some of the fighting, then show the villain, just tease it a little bit. Yeah, but I agree with you.
yeah.
They taken the element of surprise and it yeah, it doesn't when he transformed to me it's like, oh okay, I know he's coming. It's gonna be him, it's
Yeah,
Ross.
right? It would have been
I'm
amazing, dude. That would have been amazing if
I
we didn't
mean,
know.
I'm a comic book reader, same as you, but
Yeah.
I you put
Mm.
two puzzles together that like yeah, Ross is gonna be yeah, it's gonna
It's
show up.
true.
And
It's true.
even
It
if you
still would have been
don't,
a great reveal.
when you watch the movie when he was at the battleship,
Yeah.
fighting, and he was
We
almost
almost
going to
turned, is
turn.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
imagine
yeah.
if we watch that without knowing he's going to turn in the
Right?
trailers.
Then people
Wow,
will be like, what
that
the
would
frick
be
is going
like,
on, dude?
especially not comic reader, they would just be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like,
Blown
is
their
there
mind,
another
dude.
fault?
Freaking
Yeah,
blown their mind, man.
I think that would have
Yeah.
sold it so well. And I agree with you
Yeah.
on that. Second
Yeah.
point was
Mm.
actually
That this should have been a Hulk movie. Okay,
I, s-
go.
I sort of agree with
Uh-huh.
you to an
Oh,
extent.
interesting. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Because to me, when I like, yeah, Captain America come in and do this stuff, I thought he's gonna like, like assemble like a new adventure for the next villain or next thing they're going to fight, something like that.
Oh, because of the beginning part. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
then they are like, oh, brave new world, right? I was like, oh, maybe they
Mm, mm,
found some the celestial stuff and stuff like that. They found some stuff,
mm-hmm.
and like you say, and then the struggle is about Ross. So the movie should just be Ross, the brand new Hulk with something,
The
and
brand
not
new Hulk.
and not even get Sam inside. Like Sam don't have to be
Yeah.
there. Sam can be there as a side character, but yeah, I just feel like
I, I think that's the worst part about the movie. Like, it's a good movie, right? But the reason I don't say it's great is because if you take out Captain America. You can literally put in any other superhero
Yep, that's right.
and it'd be
Anyone.
fine, right? And it's such a
Dude,
waste because this is
you could
yeah.
just put in Bruce Banner and that would change everything.
Right,
Or
it would have been a
just
great Hulk movie, man. It would have been a great Hulk movie.
yeah, and get She-Hulk back, man. Like revamp her and put
Yes,
her in here. And
Jen
then
Walters.
everything is soft. You have She-Hulk back and you have Bruce Banner who everyone loves. Because Bruce Banner now is not like the Bruce Banner, right? He's the Hulk version of himself. So
Smart Hulk, yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see him like, oh, okay, what he can do and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, it
Right?
could be a more
I
interesting
don't-
story of him maybe
I
finding
mean,
out
they would have
and
to. You would have to like tweak the story a little bit, lah. But yeah, you
yeah.
could
But
literally
it
put in
still works.
any,
It still works. It still
almost any
works.
character in. Yeah, and I feel like if you had put in the Hulk, right, like Bruce
Oh,
Banner, right,
you and
it
the
would have been a
Hulk
very
fight
different story.
the Hulk fight the Red
Yeah, I
Hulk
mean
would
the fight would
be
have been
wow,
amazing, lah.
epic.
Obviously, it would be amazing, right? But that
Actually,
that
right,
history, like they should have brought in Betty more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I was actually thinking this movie would be more suited if they want to reintroduce
Mm.
She-Hulk actually. And it'll be such an
Interesting.
amazing journey. Like She-Hulk comes in, trying to figure all
Yeah.
this out. Then Bruce Banner is like trying to help, and then they have this big fight or whatever, you know. That'd be cool.
Oh, I mean, I personally would have liked that. I mean, you know how I feel about this. I'm a big fan of She-Hulk. I know there's a lot of hate out there, but I thought it was a great movie. I mean, I thought it was a great
Yeah,
show.
it's a
I
good
don't know if
show,
I
yeah.
fully agree with you though, because like I feel like She-Hulk is
Yeah,
getting a
but
bit.
I
I think one of
but I
too
think
much
the
hate. I think that
lawyer,
right now there's getting too much hate.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. And the
I think
lawyer
they're sticking
aspect
with like
may
the
not
yeah
smooth into the movie as well. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
in
she
the
could have come
direction they
in
want to
as like
go.
a she could have come in as a support character, but I think Bruce being in it would have been better, right?
I
But I
agree.
know why, like it's because they don't own the rights properly, right? From
Yeah,
I forgot which to the Universal or whatever, which is
yeah, they're
bullshit. But
doing
yeah, it would have been a great Hulk movie. It's
they're
an
always
okay Captain
having
America movie,
they're always having rights issues. That's always the
right? Oh my
case, huh?
gosh, yeah.
That's what happened when you're not famous in the past and you start selling your assets away.
Sorry.
This
I
is
mean,
what
it's Marvel's
happens.
fault of it, lah.
And then now Marvel is famous. They're like, shit, it's too
Yeah.
late to get all this stuff back. So yeah. So, you know.
I guess if they didn't sell it, they might not have survived. So I don't know, man. Right?
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
true.
I mean, I guess it was
They wouldn't have survived.
They
Yeah,
might not
it's
have
true.
survived. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my two biggest gripes, man. Besides that, I thought it was an enjoyable movie. You know, I
It's not
genuinely
too
would watch
bad.
it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would.
watch it
Yeah.
again, yeah. But not in cinema.
Mm.
Probably Disney Plus.
No,
on the
no, it's
second
cinema,
time.
Disney
Yeah.
Plus. Yeah. Definitely.
First time cinema, yeah, can still enjoyable. Second time, Disney
Second
Plus.
time,
Yeah, Disney
not worth
Plus.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not worth it for the cinema anymore. Yeah. So yeah. But yep, so that's our take on Captain America Brave New World.
Mm.
And yeah, but the next movie I'm excited is actually Thunderbolt.
Yes. Can I say something? This movie,
Go
this Brave
ahead.
New World, actually got me excited about Thunderbolts for some reason. Right, seeing
Actually,
Bucky,
yeah, I when I see
right,
I
watching
didn't,
Ross.
yeah, man.
I was like, the
Because
freaking Thunderbolts, man.
oh man, Thunderbolts has so much trailer now. They have the new trailer as well, and I was like,
Yes, did you
wow.
watch the new trailer? Oh
Yeah,
my
I did.
gosh,
I
that was a
did.
great
Dude,
that was
wow,
not
it's
a
good
Marvel
scene.
trailer, man. That was a great trailer. Oh my gosh.
Do you know what
Epic.
they're trying to get, right? They're trying to get that horror kind of vibes, you know,
Oh, because of the
for this
sanctuary.
movie.
Okay.
Because of Sentry, yeah. I didn't expect they'll get Sentry here, but I'm
Right,
like,
dude.
wow,
The
nice.
trailer was beautiful. It felt like a there's a lot of jokes. It felt like a A24 like movie trailer. Right? They were saying, oh, is this like Midsummer? Because it starts with Florence Pugh, right? So it's like, oh, is this
Yes.
a Midsummer's sequel? I was like, great, that's great. That's a solid joke right there, man. I love that movie too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so excited. I'm actually really excited about Thunderbolts.
Me too. I can't wait
Yeah.
to watch. I can't remember when it's
Yeah.
coming out, but I'm definitely watching it when it comes out.
Me too, man.
Yeah,
Me too.
so excited. Yeah. But it's a good start, I think. Good start of the year. The first Marvel movie that's out, so let's see where it goes. There's hope. There's
Yeah.
hope. There's hope.
The-
Some
I
hope.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm excited. Oh, it's coming in May. Thunderbolts.
May,
It's
right?
like two
Yeah,
months, man.
this is
Damn, that's what I'm
that's like
talking about, dude.
soon, bro. Soon, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very soon.
So yeah, awesome. So maybe move to our last part.
Yeah,
Any recommendation or things that you experienced or seen over the last few weeks, I guess. Maybe I
yeah,
can go
yeah.
first.
Go for it, definitely.
I don't know if you watched this Netflix show. It's called oh, shit. What's this called? Night Agent.
Oh, okay. I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
Because the new
Yeah. Is
season two came out on Netflix,
oh,
and
okay.
yeah, I like the show, so I watched the second season, and I'm like, yeah, this not a bad
What?
movie actually.
Oh, what
Yeah,
is it about exactly?
so it's about this guy. Um, there's this job called the night agent.
Right.
He's a secret agent of the secret agent of the US, something like that.
Secret agent of the secret agent. I like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like even the FBI and stuff
Yeah.
like that don't
Yeah.
know about them. So he goes to the room. He just
Yeah.
he's just supposed to answer calls, but usually no one call him. Then in
Hmm.
season one, of course someone called him, and then he went to investigate and stuff like that. And then yeah, that's when he becomes so-called the night agent lah. Then you learn all
Also,
the
he's not supposed
story,
to be. He's not supposed to be an agent, but he gets dragged into it by accident. Is it? Like
something
a
like
field
that,
agent. I mean. Okay. Okay.
because of his history. So then he
Yeah.
got a job as the night agent, but night agent usually no one has caught that phone for like many years. So
Interesting.
he's not
Okay.
supposed to answer call based on the
Yeah.
management because no one has caught for
Right. Right.
years.
Right.
So they thought like
Oh.
let's just put him there and like do paperwork.
Yeah.
And who
Yeah.
knows, one
Okay.
day season one he got a call, and
Yeah. Yeah.
then
Yeah.
he went outfield and he proved himself to be a good night agent. And season two
Oh.
is about
Okay.
continue the story of
Right. Right. Right.
like
Of
what
him being a night agent.
of him being a night agent, his journey and stuff like that. So, but to me, I think it's a very good show to watch because of all the
Yeah.
action scene. It's very fast paced. Before you
Okay.
know it,
Okay. Okay.
the season really ended. Like, oh, that's fast.
How many episodes are in one season?
I think about 7, 8 episodes.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's not
it's
bad.
not
Okay, short seasons. Yeah, easy to catch
it's
up.
short.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
easy, and the
Yeah.
story is interesting. So I think that's and the character dynamic is quite interesting as well. So like,
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
cool, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I love the action scene though. Is created really well. Yeah, it's filmed really
Yeah.
well as
Yeah.
well. So it's one of those
Okay.
Netflix
Okay.
show that was done well in production value.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice. Okay, I'll take a look, man. Yeah. 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 Sounds interesting. Sounds interesting.
and when you watch it, it has like the two black bars. When you watch it, it's like oh, like watch a movie. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, you can check it out. Night Agent, and it's two
I
season. You
will.
can watch it on Netflix. Really good show. If you have nothing to watch or you want just
If
some
you have
action
nothing to
scene,
watch.
just
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
fighting scene end of the work day. Yeah, just stress it out. Watch him fight people, man. It's awesome.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
How about
Nice,
you?
dude. Nice. Okay. Okay. So I have been recently watching. I actually have two, but I'll just recommend one first, eh? Because I've been watching these two shows quite regularly. Okay, so the first one, the new seasons are there's a new season of this show called Reacher. I don't know if you heard of this show called Reacher.
No, I have not.
Okay, so it's on Amazon Prime. It is
Hold on.
do you know
Is it the big
do you remember the
muscular
movie?
guy, Reacher? Like Jack?
Yes. Okay, so do you remember the
It's
movie Jack
on.
Reacher?
Yes, it's a continuation,
Yeah.
something like that, right?
No, so okay, so not a continuation. Okay, so the movie Jack Reacher is based off the books written by the guy who wrote the books lah. Okay, so it was pretty good. Tom Cruise was acting in it for
Yep,
those
yep.
of you
I
who
love Tom
remember.
Cruise. Yeah.
Yeah, correct, and it was pretty good. I actually didn't mind it too much. I
Oh, I
quite liked
love
it.
it. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, so this one is based off it's based off the same stories, but basically they want to follow the books even closer. And they want to
Mm.
dive into it more. So they made a TV series, okay?
Oh,
So it's
okay,
called
okay.
Reacher, and they try to make it as accurate as possible. So they hired
Mm.
Alan Richardson, right? For those of you
Yes,
who've
yes.
seen Smallville or Titans, he was in TMNT. Okay, so he's a great actor in my opinion. He got super buff and bulked up for this role, right? And I don't want to spoil too much, but basically he's a retired military police,
Mm.
right? He used to be in this unit called the Special Investigations Unit. He was a great investigator, right? He's a
Yeah.
detective basically, and also he's a
Yeah.
badass, right? If you see the movies, he's a badass, right?
Yeah.
So now he's retired and he's become like a bit of a vagrant, like a wanderer, and he wanders around the U.S. kind of just like doing his own thing, but he always happens to stumble upon some sort of crime or danger, and then he needs to investigate it and basically use all the skills that he's learned from his time in the army, right? His
Mhm.
investigation skills,
Yep.
his badass fighting skills, his shooting skills is great. So season one is fantastic, honestly. Great season. Season two is not too bad, not as good, but not too bad. Season three just came out. Uh, Honestly, in my opinion, just as good as season three. Yeah, so if you like a one man army who is both extremely intelligent and also a badass fighter, uh, I mean, he's huge, but he uses his brain to get out of things as well. So if you enjoy it and you have Amazon Prime, please go and catch Reacher. Honestly, one of my
So
favorite
it's on
shows right now.
Amazon Prime. Okay.
Yeah, it's Amazon Prime, Reacher, great show,
Three
fantastic. The
seasons.
season,
So
yeah,
Amazon
season three is
Prime, three
halfway through right
seasons.
now. Yeah,
Halfway
yeah,
through is
yeah,
not
yeah.
ended yet. Okay. Okay.
No, no, no. I think there's a few more episodes left. So,
Yeah.
it's
I, I
going
think
great. It's going great.
I think my dad watched that show, Reacher. Yeah,
Ooh.
if I'm not wrong.
I think you
He
might like
likes
it.
it.
Honestly, I think you'll like it. You kind of have to push aside the movie Reacher version out of your head, because
Yeah, yeah. I
Tom
know it's
Cruise
not
is
it's
top
not the same.
Reacher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not the
and you kind
same.
of have to, and it's the same creator by the way. So it's the same creator as the movies. He's
Mm,
involved in this project as well. He just wanted to be
okay.
more book accurate. So it's really good. The writing's pretty solid. I gotta say.
Okay. So for those who watch Jack Reacher, get it out of your brain, scrub it a little bit, and then sign up for Amazon Prime or something. It's
Yeah,
very cheap,
it's all right.
and then you can
We are
watch
not
it. Yeah.
sponsored, but we would love to be. Thank you, Amazon.
Thanks,
Uh,
Amazon. I
Try
mean,
it, try it. Reacher is great.
yeah.
At least try season one. It's wonderful. It's
All
fantastic.
right. All right. Awesome. Awesome. Do you have your second recommendation you want to share?
Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so it's this show called For All Mankind. Okay, so I'm gonna sound like a snob, but it's another Apple TV show. I apologize for those of you who know Apple TV, but okay, so it's basically what you would call a space opera.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so for
Okay.
those of you who know Star Wars or The Expanse, it's a great show. Okay, so it's based on an alternate history of our world, right? So
Okay.
we know the U.S. landed on the moon, they beat Russia in the space race, right? This is all historical fact. For All Mankind dives into the premise that what happens if America did not win the space race and the Russians instead made it to space first,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the
Okay.
premise is that because they lost the space race never ended. So Russia and the US have been neck to neck. The entire show is about them just trying to outdo each other, trying to upgrade their technology, trying to push the limits and do things in space that the other country do things in space before the other country.
Mm,
Okay,
okay.
so that's the basic premise. I don't want to spoil anything else. It's 4 seasons, and if you love a good space epic, you love good writing. It's honestly one of the best written shows I've ever watched. Right, and
Nice.
I will put
I
money on that. It's so well written,
yeah.
dude. Have you heard of it?
I did heard of it. I saw some of the
Mm.
trailers on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
trailer
yeah,
looks great. Yeah, it looks great.
yeah. Honestly, sometimes some of the trailers do. I don't know if they do full justice to it because it kind of seems like just like some sort of political thriller, which there are a lot of politics in it. But honestly, especially if you love space, oh my gosh, the space scenes are so beautiful. It's like
All right.
on par with
Cool.
Interstellar sometimes, like Christopher
I'll
Nolan
check
level.
it out.
It's yeah,
Sounds
it's great, great
exciting.
show.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, it's really good show, really good show. Yeah, so these are 2 shows.
Okay, since you have your second recommendation, I shall have another
Oh, you feel
recommendation.
pressured to share one? My man, dude, my man. Okay,
Just
okay, go.
it's a very short recommendation. Uh,
Yeah.
for some of you who are Naruto readers,
Ooh.
they actually have a new comic. It's not really new, but it came out some time ago. I just discovered. It's the story of
Oh.
Naruto's father.
Oh
Uh,
shit! Is it finally out?
yeah, there's a one shot.
Oh, I've heard about it.
Because now
Okay, okay, okay.
Naruto is coming out of the one shot manga series. So this
Oh, I didn't
series
know
or
that.
the one shot
Okay.
is just about
Yeah.
his wife, how and how he trained, how he got the Rasengan, stuff like that. So
Yeah.
it's a very short. I think it's only 2 chapters. I only read one, but there's 2 chapters. And you can
Okay.
relive that Naruto moment because wow, I read it. I was like,
Damn.
wow, this is so cool, man. They should make a movie
What
out
what
of
is
it.
it? What is it called actually?
Uh, I think it's just called Naruto uh Minato something. I can't remember. I'll put it on the
Oh.
description link. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, please do, man. Please do, because
Yeah.
I kind of wanna. I'm excited too.
Yeah.
Ah, damn, that's
If you can
exciting, man.
just search like Naruto one shot of Minato, something like that,
Right, right, right,
then
right.
it should come out. Yeah, it should come out the one shot. Because they
Okay,
recently
okay,
did one
okay.
for just Itachi alone, but now
Oh,
they did it
damn. Okay, okay.
for Minato. So wow,
Damn.
that's amazing read,
Oh, I didn't
amazing
even know
read.
about the Itachi one, dude. Okay, exciting. I am a big Naruto fan. You know
Yeah,
this. I
yeah,
love
I'm a big
it.
Naruto fan too. So it's very
Yeah.
short thing. It's a very short,
Okay.
like I think you can finish within a day, but it's a very nice
Oh,
read.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, definitely, man. Yeah.
because everyone loved Yellow Flash, so
I mean, yeah,
he's the
obviously. He's
coolest guy, man.
dope
Yeah,
as hells.
dope
Yeah.
as heck, legendary guy, man. Legend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. So that's our 4 recommendations, and that's also our afterthought on the movie. You guys have anything else you'd like to bring up? Just write it down on all the comments and whatnot. But if not, we'll see you guys next time. Yep. Goodbye.
Bye.